Hello everyone, welcome to Total War Warhammer 2. I'm going to be playing as Queek Headtaker on a very hard difficulty. Let's go over our basic information that we have here. To let you know, as we play the game, I'll go over Skaven lore and information in case you're new to the setting. That way you know about what is going on and what they're all about. Race attributes. Skaven underground. Settlements appear to be ruins and must be scouted to reveal any Skaven presence. Food. Maintain food supplies to gain growth and other bonuses and to avoid starvation penalties. Skaven corruption is a detriment to local public order, but allows you to spawn additional units of clan rats to fight in local battles. And then over here for Queek Headtaker, well, before that we've got faction effects. Queek Headtaker steals a percentage of XP earned by other lords. Loyalty goes down by 2 for all Grey Seer recruits. Down here we've got plus 10 melee attack when fighting against dwarves and greenskin tribes. Weapon strength goes up by 10% when fighting against dwarves and greenskin tribes. Upkeep goes down by 50% for storm vermin and clan rats, which is amazing. And then we have our army ability over here, number of uses plus 2 for the menace below. And we begin with a Warfire Thrower, Rat Ogres, and Storm Vermin. Let's begin right now. I won't be chatting during the cinematic, so do enjoy.
Deep under the world, they chitter and plan, watching, waiting. When they emerge, it is a nightmare vision. The Skaven, a ravenous horde of verminous ratmen. They gnaw at the roots of the world like an infected wound. They mean to rule over ruins, for such is the will of their god, the great horned rat. Only the island home of the High Elves has remained unscathed. And at its center is the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphons chaos from the world. The Skaven covet its vast power with envious, beady red eyes. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake has disturbed the winds of magic. In the secret halls of the Under-Empire, the Council of 13 has gathered. A time to scheme of opportunity.
I kill dwarf things in Pillar City. No! Clanmores go to Southlands. Hunt for Warpstone. Moors are puppet minion. Pestilence infest Lastria. Yes. But all Warpstone for council plan. Come, scribe slave. Work to do. Comet makes elf things weak. Council wants power of the vortex.
Just as prophecy demands.
So it too. You read markings on a black pillar. Then you know we must find the Screaming One. Find out how to control the vortex.
Oh yes, master. But a large tribute of Warpstone will that demon require if we summon him.
Return to your assigned clan. Harvest Warpstone.
Yes, most precipitous of masters.
And flee yourself, your impertinence.
Oh, it will be done, your worship.
Here we go then. We'll go over all the basics about what is going on in the game, and I'll talk about the position of Clan Moors and the other 4 greater clans. Yeah, our goal right now is to get a lot of Warpstone. Warpstone is essentially the physical manifestation of raw magical, material or flows. The Elven incursion is surely linked with the comet's appearance. In any case, Queek is thirsty for blood, and Elven blood flows the richest of all. Yeah, no kidding. It really does, actually. So we're playing as Queek Headtaker, a great general and leader of Clan Moors, but not the overall leader.
Score that musk of fear, vermin, for the Headtaker comes before you. I has mission from Council itself. That how important I am. Southlands under attack from elf things. Clan Moors sent to kill elf things and find warpstone. Warpstone essential. Elf things come from Sea Fortress. In time, we'll take that too. Good base for Queek, maybe. Yes? Fight elf things, kill elf things, more stuff, more heads, more glory for Queek.
When we get into a battle, I'll talk a little bit more about the lore of the Skaven. It's usually when I save my time to actually talk about it all. So here we are right now. Skaven Underworld, yeah, they're not normally visible to all other races. They'll only see ruins, but there are ways that I can find them, like heroes being able to scout them. And we use a special resource called food that we can invest in various type of ways, such as in a battle where we can use it for an ability called the Minutes Below, where we can bring in clan rats into a battle that we're fighting, which is really great. And we even have our own corruption too, but if our corruption is too high, that can also cause issues as well. So let's go look at what we have right now. Mission issued, make it better. Ensure that one of the following buildings have been constructed, a layer. Set your engineers to work. Upgrade your nest burrows. I need you and your packs at peak proficiency to realize my plans. And then another mission, stench of not failure. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction, Fortress of Dawn. Pathetic, the council assigns you down here at my insistence, and already the stench of failure surrounds you. Kill the elf things in our way. Take that settlement, spray it with your scent. Clan Moors must reign here. That's relatively disgusting, but we can do that. So we have one army right now, led by Queek Headtaker. We have our 4 groups of clan rats. We have our 2 groups of storm vermin that have halberds, and if you've played Vermintide, then you know all about the storm vermin. Then we have warpfire throwers and rat ogres. Let's go over here and fight our first battle immediately. We have our stance over here called stalking. Conceals the army while it's moving, allowing it to ambush enemies along the way. Chance of ambushing any enemy army this force attacks, which is wonderful. And we have plenty of food right now, 53, and we're getting 1 per turn. Our gold, we're getting 1,555 gold per turn, so we're okay on that as well. Before we look at anything else on the campaign map, we're gonna go fight this battle immediately. We've got to fight Vanya. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. Attack now, an element of surprise will give you the upper hand. So if we look at it, they have 4 groups of archers. They have 2 groups of Lothran Sea Guard, which is a kingdom in Ulthuan, the kingdom of the High Elves. And then they have 4 groups of spearmen in addition to their lord, Vanya. I'm not going to use any of my food right now. I have 4 uses for my Minutes Below ability, and that is all that I really need to win. We can go look at the terrain. Let's go have a look real quick. Alright, that's our ambush. So, as mentioned, the Skaven are ratmen who are thought to be just myths. I mean, if you were to talk about a technologically advanced society of talking warlike rats living underground at every major continent in the world, people would think you're crazy. And there's a reason why the Skaven are frantic, twitchy creatures who are incredibly agile and speedy. They have a very high metabolism, but that comes at a cost, and because of that, they have to constantly eat. And if they do not eat, they succumb to what is called the Black Hunger. They will wither and die, which is why they'll eat whatever they can after a battle. So let's go look at what we have over here. We've got plenty of archers that I need to kill. I'm going to let Queek go immediately after their leader. That is completely fine. We'll look at our units in just a moment. We do have warpfire throwers, which are amazingly powerful. We'll move them over here. My storm vermin will move in from over here. I'm going to let a few of my clan rats move down just a little bit. We'll go after their archers, and that will work out just fine. And then here are my rat ogres, which will also move over here. Let's group them up. We're going to use Control G, or actually G if I don't want to lock them. If I want to lock them to where they'll move into their preset formation here, kind of like that, then I'll use Control G, but I don't want them locked, so that'll work. Okay, our 2 groups are all ready to go. Let's move into battle right now. So here we go. We're gonna have every unit that we have charging into battle immediately, a bit like that. And here they go. Let's go after their archers as well. We can do that. Warfire throwers, you're going to move up and go after some spearmen. And here they come. They're coming after me right now. Queek is charging right in. We have them surrounded. It's just a matter of really hitting them hard, especially the archers. If I can get their Lothern Sea Guard, they'll all die quickly. And over here, we can trap them immediately. Look at that. I've got my clan rats already in battle. They'll be here for a little bit of time. The Warfire throwers are now moving in. We're going to move them a little bit. Actually, they should be able to hit these spearmen. There might be a little bit of friendly fire, but that is okay. We'll get their leader Vanya in a little while. And here they come. We're losing a few of our storm vermin, but they were taking a lot of hits from enemy archer volleys. My rat ogres are easily pummeling the high elves right now. There are actually Skaven females, but they haven't been seen by anyone other than dwarves who have been fighting them underground for a long period of time. They're semi-intelligent and very large, and there's just really not a lot known about them. They're hidden away. They are a precious commodity in Skaven society. They're able to give birth to large amounts of litters too. So look at it so far. Our rat ogres have destroyed the high elves. They are being bashed completely through. They have no chance. I can use more clan rats if I want to. Queek Headtaker is going after many of them. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna bring in some clan rats right now to help out a storm vermin. Actually, you come over here. You come over here and flank them. My Warfire thrower is gonna turn around, put them into guard mode. That way they'll attack no matter what. And here they go. The high elves are having a very bad time. I will be zooming in and watching the battles as I can. I think that's always a good time. Let's go over here and kill them as well. That is why I didn't need any more food. We did have some clan rats who are losing. Let's get some more into battle. Though I do need to watch out. Queek Headtaker is so much more powerful. If it is a much more important battle, I'm not going to zoom in as much. I'll have to focus on micromanagement. But as it is right now, we can just kind of watch the battle. In our Skaven campaign, we've got to focus on pure numbers to win. We're all about losing a great amount of clan rats and whatever else that we can in battle to see our goals accomplished. Let's go over here and use more clan rats. We've gotten Vanya, who's now broken and running away from Queek Headtaker, who's an incredible duelist and warrior. You do not want to fight Queek Headtaker if you can help it. Let's go over here after the Lothern Sea Guard and kill them. My clan rats are attacking these creatures now. Let's go in. Go get them. Thank you, rat ogres. You've done a great job. Let's go over here and kill some more archers. We can chase them too if we want to. If we want to easily and quickly win, we can chase whoever that we want. And that's how you get rid of an entire group of Lothern Sea Guard. There's a few more in the woods that we could chase down. Vanya managed to get away. I've got to feel bad for their soldiers. I mean, I'm going to chase them for now, just in case. We might be able to get a few more kills in, which will help our skills, our levels for later. The rat ogres got quite a few kills, nearly 200. That's why I wanted them to go after the archers. I knew that they could easily and quickly break them down. If we look at what they have, they've got Scurry Away, plus 12% to speed. Frenzy, which gives a lot of additions to combat abilities like weapon damage, charge bonus, and melee attack. Not to mention they are immune to psychology, which means that fear and terror will not impact them at all. Let's end our little battle. Field Marshal is my new achievement. So we lost 198. Their losses 657. They lost many more. They were utterly and completely defeated. We were outnumbered and we still won. That wasn't too bad. We'll talk about clan Moors in a little bit though. I like to actually use my eat captives. I wouldn't mind getting some food. That's 2 food, but I'm getting plenty of food after that fight. If you look at it real quick, captives 11. Let's eat them and gain a little bit of replenishment. I'll have to recruit often and quickly, using a lot of Skaven slaves. I can go after them again and beat them. Let's go look at our abilities real quick. So there's a lot of things that I can do here. I can go after, at level 6, a bunch of abilities to help him out in combat directly. Over here, if I want to encourage his leadership of the army, I can go after the red tree line, or blue if I want to go after campaign abilities. I feel like Route Marcher is pretty much a must-have, but I'm actually, for now, going to use Tail Weapon. There we are. We get +3 to melee attack, weapon strength, +4%. Whether by attachment or mutation, something nasty and spiky on your tail has got to bring no little advantage in battle. I want Queek to be able to beat everyone in melee if I can help it. And here we go. Another ambush. I can auto-resolve it. It's only a minor battle, so we can quickly and easily get rid of Vanya. And again, we're going to eat the captives to keep our numbers up. Vanya is now gone. And now we're level 3. Ruin and Decay. That is very powerful when I'm fighting lizardmen and dwarfs. Let me keep on looking around though. I wouldn't mind having more melee attack. That would give me a higher chance to hit in battle. Which again, that is a great thing to have. We're not fighting the lizardmen yet. But if I keep it and get level 2, then I'll get more weapon strength when I'm fighting against high elves. And that is a great amount. I want at least over 500 weapon strength if I want to really deal a savage blow to them in battle. I can march back and begin to replenish. And there we are. Let's go look at our one province right now. We've got Uatech. We're going to upgrade it from a burrow. Packs of Skaven gather in smaller burrows, often used as staging areas where clans make ready to burst forth. And we'll upgrade it to a lair. The layers of the Ratmen remain unseen by the other things, but just below the world, is Skaven lurk in their hideouts ready to invade. Yeah, that Skaven nation is called the Under Empire. They're all over. Okay, now we can look at diplomacy real quick. We've got Clan Mordkin. There's a lot of intrigue that is involved with all the other clans. They're not really trustworthy and they're known to fight each other. There are 4 major clans and everything else is just really known as a lesser clan, though Clan Mors is really beginning to become a powerful clan too. Okay, Lotland over here. Laqua is over here. And clearly they hate me, but we're not fighting them yet. Our one enemy to fight right now is the Fortress of Dawn. They're currently a top tier power. We'll try a non-aggression pact. They do want to accept that. Thank you, Clan Mordkin. What about Clan Molder? Actually, Clan Molder, I feel like I can beat outright. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I cannot recruit while I'm in my march stance, so I'll have to wait. We'll go after Scraghold down here in a little while. And beyond that, we're done with our current turn. Oh yeah, look over here. Feast while you can. Freshly conquered territory is often unspoiled with plentiful resources. After the Skaven get their paws on it, however, it will invariably devolve into a starved, overcrowded pit of filth. And then over here, surplus for food supplies, and we get a lot of benefits for that if we have a lot of food. So we want to make sure that we always have a lot of food. Let's end our turn right now. Yeah, most of the Skaven population are part of various warlord clans, which is, as the name implies, led by a warlord, and beneath him are various pack leaders, chieftains, and commanders, all who want to one day become the warlord. And below them is the warrior class made up of clan rats and storm vermin, and below that you have the worker class, which is all the dregs, all the Skaven slaves who work as battle fodder or even, the subjects of experiments or whatever else they need, even food. So we can go after Dawn's Light. Let's go look at their garrison real quick. They have a very small garrison, so I could easily get to that, though I can't quite reach them. Can I move over here and attack? I think I could. Okay. If I do that, then at least I can recruit a few units while I'm still replenishing. There we go. I'm going to take up a few clan rats. I could bring in some Skaven slaves. They are very cheap. I have a lot of gold right now. I'll take 3 more. That's all I really need. At least for right now. When we have our lair, we'll be able to recruit and build more things. Let's end our turn again. We can't do much more than that. I still have my 2 missions. And there we go. Here comes Gondrul, coming over to Dawn's Light. I could probably take Dawn's Light before he gets to us. Did he lose a few elves? I feel like he did. We can make that go a little bit faster. Okay. So if I look at it, I have ambush, I have raiding in camp, or I can even use the underway if I just want to travel around quickly, which is a great way to travel. But I'm going to Dawn's Light. He's just outside of that range for reinforcements. Oh, actually, he's not. Okay. So if I look at the battlefield, what will I be fighting? A flat battle map. We have 3 spearmen, 2 archers. Over here, he's got Lothern Sea Guard, spearmen, and silver helms, which are very powerful, but they are weakened. I feel like we can beat them. I feel like we have a pretty good shot. If I utilize my special units like Warfire Throwers and Rat Ogres effectively in battle, then we'll have a great chance at winning. And I do hope that you enjoy the little bits of lore that I sprinkle in. I find it to be a very easy and digestible way to teach people about a setting. I did it for Rome back in Rome 2 back in the day too, where I'll talk about the history of Rome, just a little bit in each and every part. Okay. Let's go look at what we're going to do here. Clearly, I'm going to have a few of my clan rats go in and die for me in combat. These three will move ahead. I'm going to want my storm vermin to go after the silver helms. They're going to be over here. I'm going to let 3 clan rats move over here on their own. So we're going to have a somewhat divided group. Okay, warfire throwers, I'm going to put you over here. You might be able to squeeze your way in and help out. Rat ogres, you're going to also be over here to help out. Queek, you're going to be at the forefront. And that's really what we need. So now we're going to use Control A to select everyone, and then Control G for that locked group, which is what I did already. Let's begin our battle. And we can hold down Alt and then click on our units to move up our formation like that. Which is a very easy way to move up our formation. I'm going to hold down my spacebar to see where my units are moving to. And there's a few things that I could change over here, like hide foliage, which is what you want to use whenever you're fighting in the woods. Or, man, let me tell you, you will be blind. Let's go look at it real quick. I even have clan rats. What a beautiful unspoiled location. Well, now that we're here, we're going to change that. I'm actually a huge fan of the High Elves. They have a lot of interesting lore and a lot of interesting characters too, like Eltharion or Anithanar. Not to mention, Tyrion uses what's called a Ox Guard or Ox Stance, and that's really cool to look at. Silver Helms are coming in. They're probably going to get a lot of kills. With the charge, they can do a lot of damage.
Queek Headtaker.
Still moving up. We just need to move up into them. So we're letting you move here, we're letting you move here, and you over here. Storm Vermin are going to move up on the right flank and hold. Clan Rats will go help them out if need be. Over here, I've got all my Clan Rats who are going to move up on their left flank. Rat Ogres will move up too. Fire Throwers, I'm going to have you move over here. We don't need you too much just yet. And Queek, you'll go after whatever you can go after. Clan Rats are coming. I'm going to probably stop them in a little while. Here's a great charge. You can stop the not the clan rats, but we can use the clan rats to stop the silver helms and actually catch them in the battle. There we are. Let's go in after the other targets that we have. Ooh, wrong group. We'll just keep you there for now. Rat ogres go after archers. You'll come over here now. Other clan rats come over here, right behind them. And warfire throwers, I can't really use you yet. We'll have to wait. We'll move you up though. And here's Queek. He has no special abilities in combat yet. That will take time to get to and to utilize. Silver helms are now moving away. They weren't caught as easily as I thought they would be. Clan rats move over here then. Rat ogres come over here and kill those archers. You'll easily get rid of them. Storm vermin will all go after the silver helms if they've got to, or they'll be there forever. And we don't want that. Okay, Queek, let's move you over here. You can even go after their archers, which is what I will do right below them, just to keep them busy. My warfire throwers are being used in battle. We're going to move them right behind enemy lines to quickly and easily get rid of all of them. My rat ogres are destroying the archers who are fighting alone. They are not armored or ready to fight that type of just sheer brutal force in battle. Okay, clan rats, come on, you got it. Silver helms are now caught. Warfire throwers are now going to attack these spearmen from behind. We'll use them in guard mode. That way, if they're attacked in melee, they'll still hold their position. And there we go. We're saturating and destroying these lines belonging to the elven spearmen. Whatever we lose isn't really as important. Let's go after Gondrel, that prince of Ulthuan. Yeah, there are various kingdoms in Ulthuan and various princes too of those kingdoms. Go on, warfire throwers, you got it. We're not done. What's incredibly fun about the balance of the game now is that expendable units, when they break, their little penalty that they give to leadership will no longer impact other units that are not also expendable. Which means that it will not impact, like, let's say, your storm vermin. So battles last a lot longer now. These two are going to fight. Get them, Queek. Outside of that, we've taken out the enemy army. There's not a lot of them left. We don't want them hitting my warfire throwers at all. Okay, rat ogres, I think you're done with what you're doing. Oh, you are in fact done. And over here, we've killed off the other spearmen. There's a lot of Northern Sea Guard that I want to destroy, so we'll go after them too. Silverhelms are still alive. My clan rats are winning easily though, and Queek Headtaker will easily beat that elven lord. That's a large rat. Yeah, the rats can vary in size. They could be very tiny, they could be, you know, the size of a man, and with experiments even larger. There goes Queek. Yeah, so beyond the warlord clans, you have the cornerstones of power in the Under Empire, which is known as the 4 major clans, and you have like the very first one, which is called Clan Molder, and they're known for their experiments. If you're looking at rat ogres or any hell pit abominations or whatever else that just looks evil and terrifying in battle, it was probably made by Clan Molder. They're known for a lot of things like those rat ogres and giant rats and other creatures too. And they often sell their experiments to other clans, which is why they're one of the wealthiest clans in the Under Empire, which is saying a lot. Then you have Clan Scryer, and they use sorcery and technology. They invented things like warfire throwers and other technology that we'll be using in the game. So they're essentially steampunk inspired in very many ways. Then you have Clan Eshin, which is your proverbial clan of assassins, and they use gutter runners, night runners, and other assassins. And if you look at what we have here, loot and occupy. I could sack it and get some replenishment, but I would like, hold on. Let me look at that real quick. I can use my food to upgrade my settlement, which means that if you have enough food, you can quickly and easily upgrade a settlement to get high tier stuff early on. So we'll make it level 2. We've now gained some new armor. Charmed Shield. The front of the shield depicts a warrior being blessed by a nameless lady. Its wielder gains protection from the sigil, especially against foes armed with missiles. We get our little ability over here for 17 seconds. Damage resistance plus 22%. Missile parry with shield plus 24. Very good. And a basic passive plus 5 to melee defense. Enemy killed in battle. Gandrel. Now he's dead. Mission successful. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction. And we did it. Plus 1,000 to our treasury. Plus 8 to warpstone, which we do need for our ritual up here. We need a lot of warpstone. Mission issued. Maintain control of one province, either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Current total 0. Grand Prince of Clan Moors, greatest champion with longest tail. My master, Greyseer Volskreek, has sent me in instead. He knows of your dislike of Greyseers. If I may be so humble to pass on a message, he tasks you to take the whole province from the elf things. I could do that. Let's go over here and repair that into a slave wharf. Where the Skaven layers meet the sea are ragged wharfs on which many thousands of Skaven slaves are offloaded from one clan to another. Done. Okay, we need to go look at our buildings now. Over here, we have our Clan Moors headquarters, which allows me to recruit clan rats, and it's a unique building. But what do we really need right now? If we really want to get ahead, we could have better clan rats that have shields, or even night runners, which would actually be quite nice to have early on. Over here, under defense, I could have one alarm tunnel for a bigger garrison. I'm not going to build that yet. I hopefully will not need that. Then over here, we have, let's see, and that would be under infrastructure. That would help out public order, increase Skaven corruption. This building would leave things untainted, plus 1, but increase income by 80. And then over here, rattling warrens would increase our growth and replenishment. These are all really good things, but for now, I want to focus on my military, so I'm going to pick up a hidden layer. Lower ranking clan Eshin rats remain apart from the other clans' rabble and hidden burrows that remain Eshin territory, no matter what the dominant warlord believes. Very good. And while we're here, we can recruit even more. A few Skaven slaves actually wouldn't hurt for fodder, so I'm going to take up 3 of them. That should be sufficient. I'm at level 4 now. There we are. I wouldn't mind having a greater chance to ambush enemies. I mean, that would be very powerful. There's a lot of very powerful abilities that I want to pick up eventually. I mean, that would be more money, but I don't want that for him. Increasing the power of my clan rats would be very nice as well. That would increase their leadership by a large amount. I was tempted to pick that up, but I wanted a mighty combatant. Okay, so we're done building whatever buildings that we can build. Pretty soon I'm going to build another army. I will be able to afford that. I'm not going to do it yet, but later I will. Let's go look at diplomacy real quick.
Skaven,
Would you like to trade? You wouldn't like to trade. I might have to find them later. They're actually not very strong at all. Let's go look at the campaign map real quick. So if you haven't seen the entire world, it's rather large. Over here you have Lustria, the Southlands over here, Ulthuan, and then you have where the Dark Elves live called Nagarond over here in the top left corner. So there's a lot of land for us to fight on. Okay, let's end our turn again. We've gotten a lot done, but we have so much more to get done. And then we'll talk about Clan Pestilens later on in battle. Okay, we've completed our mission. We've built our lair. That's one more mission completed. Now I have even more gold. We have another building slot right over here and a lot of unique things that we can build. Like over here under our resource, which is unique to our little area. We can get a herb gatherer's camp, which will increase corruption and give me 28 medicinal plant bundles. Not to mention more income, but we're going to wait on that as well. If I look over here, slave wheels. Really? If I do that, it'll increase my income by 60% and increase my corruption by 1. 1, that is very powerful. 2, I really want that. I wouldn't mind having my clan armory, but I can build that in any other location, any other minor town, so I don't actually want that here. But if I want a tier 4 building, I'll have to build that in a capital building. We're not going to be able to get that for a little while, so I'm not worried about it. I can always change up my buildings later on, which won't harm me too much. So what we'll do for now, we're going to build our slave wheels. The most basic way of generating power for even the poorest clans is through rows of slave wheels where Skaven slaves are run to exhaustion. Where are you, Scraghole? You're way over here. Okay, that's not really far from me. I can take care of that. I'm going to use Control A and then use Control M to combine my units, and now they're all together again. If you don't want to wait for replenishment and you want to combine what you have, you can do that. Let's move over here now. Okay, Queek Headtaker. We're going to give you for now, and again, we're having to use a lot of spears, a lot of basic creatures for now. Later on, we can change it up, but we need to use sheer numbers to overwhelm our foes and quickly. Pretty soon, I'm going to build another army. I could even begin to do that now. I'm going to do that later on. My Grey Seers, oh man, they're not very well loved here. Not to mention, there is a loyalty factor that I have to look at as well. When recruited, this lord will have a loyalty level within this range. Loyalty is a measure of the willingness of a lord of the Dark Elves or Skaven to follow the leader of his or her faction. Should a lord's loyalty reach 0, they will rebel, taking their army with them to form a new faction. So that's why I don't want to build a new army just yet. I will eventually build a new army, but it won't happen just yet. And we'll probably even have custom names for those lords too. If you go look at it, the Lizardmen of Lotland, or Zlotland, they're up there and they have quite a few Lizardmen. Okay, I'm going to upgrade my little slave wheels over to a piston house. In the piston house, warp steam driven pistons power the foundries, laboratories, and feeding dens that Ratman society relies. Which means we get even more income. Okay, we have so much income, I'm just going to have to pick up a new lord. If he actually lives and prospers in battle, then I'll give him a unique name. Poison attacks, that's really powerful. He's a Grey Seer of Plague. Here's another warlord. We're going for a big theme here of a melee-centric force for sure. 5 to 10 for you. That is a lot more. You're tough. You get +5 to armor, +3 to melee defense. You get sharp claws. I think I'll pick you up, Thrin. Okay. So we can get a few more units, or we can pop right into battle. For now, we're going to pop right into battle and attack the Scraghole. It's a very tiny fight. We don't actually need to fight it out, so we're going to auto-resolve it. They don't have many in their garrison, otherwise I would fight it. We did gain 7 food, and you can really get the implication about where we're getting that food from. I'm going to use a bit of it to actually develop my settlement, loot and occupy. That way our first province is really completely upgraded, at least to, you know, a far enough point to help us out. Let's go look at what we have over here. So we have, again, another resource for Skaven corruption and more income. I do want to build my clan pit here, so I'm going to do that. If I go look at what's nearby, I'll have to head over to the west later. They might conquer it. I could always reconquer it. We did gain a new weapon, Relic Sword. The Relic Sword was discovered in an ancient barrow close to the swamps of Morcane. There are not many beings that can shrug off a wound from this blade. And we've completed our mission, so we get more gold and even more warp stone. Here's a new mission. The Right Claw's commandment. Issue a commandment across one province. Most potent of warriors, you are the Right Claw of Warlord Nodwell, who is actually the leader of Clan Moors. Okay. For good reason, mighty Queek. The province is yours. The vermin of Clan Moors await your commandment. If you want to talk like a Skaven, I suppose you could eat a lot of sugar. Okay, let's go look at our commandments. Up here we have efficient planning for more public order. And then for untainted. Too much corruption is actually a bad thing for your people. So you don't want too much corruption, which is pretty funny. You have to kind of balance it out. If you go look at what we have over here. Corruption affects public order. The lower the level of corruption present in a province, the higher the public order bonus will be. Skaven corruption will spread over time after occupying settlements, resulting in a reduction in public order. Untainted. Enables attrition for undead units. Okay, so over here we have expansionist planning. Construction costs will go down by 10% for all buildings, plus 20 to growth. Martial planning will go down, let's see, in cost for recruitment by 5%. Local recruitment capacity goes up by 1. And then over here, tax rate would go down, but I would gain food, which is pretty interesting, not to mention more corruption. I think for now, I'm going to pick up martial planning, as we are trying to recruit a lot. Okay, you are currently level 5. I would like for you to get Verminous Valor. If you look at it, explosion does not affect friendly troops, allows chance to escape melee, and if you look at it, he gets more speed and more leadership for a temporary amount of time. Trophy Heads is really powerful if you want to take out other lords too. You can go after lords or heroes and really debuff them. Okay, now that I have Ruin and Decay, I can pick up more armor. He's got plenty of armor. I don't think a little bit more will change up too much. And thanks to our blade, we now have magical attacks. Plus 15 armor is quite a bit. Plus 12 to melee attack. He would pretty much always hit. I'll pick that up. I like doing a lot of damage. Okay. Let's go look at what we really need right now. Casualty replenishment. I like that. That's for rattling warnings. More public order. We're not very happy right now. We're going to have a rebellion eventually. Let's go over here and build that for right now. I am losing food at the moment. Got my army upkeep now. Okay, for Thrin, let's go recruit a few new units. We're going to get maybe some Night Runners. Actually, I want that for my main army. Here we go. Slings have a range of 140. For my Night Runners, they only have a range of 70. Let's go look at what they have. Strength in numbers, right. Skaven are craven by nature, but take courage when in packs of their own kind, where they move slower but enjoy the safety of numbers. Correct. And they can fire while they're moving, which is very powerful. And a physical resistance of 30%. Because they have this little trait here called dodge. They're very good at dodging. They've probably been trained by Piccolo or something. Let's end our turn. We're gonna have a new battle pretty soon. We're not quite there yet. Uh-oh. I think they're coming for me. The Right Claw's commandment. Okay, that is now complete. The lands are haunted, spirits and ghosts of dead warriors, victims of battles long since fought, harassed, and frightened our warriors. This is a bad omen. Public order's gone down by 4 for 3 turns. Now I'm going after Tor Serpendar. In the future, we'll have to rename all these elven locations into proper ones for our Skaven kind. So now we're going to be fighting a siege battle. I'm going to need a few towers. Oh yeah. At least 2. I want to take that wall. I wouldn't mind having my ram to break in quickly. That's true. We could use that to break in quickly. We're going to lose a lot as we fight here. It's just a factor of siege battles. That's how they work out for us. But we could easily get in, I think. We could overwhelm them. Look at that map. Okay. I'm going to take at least a ram. So we'll use 1 turn to get that ram. Their armies have yet to move. That's good for us. We're going to need a pretty big army to beat them. Alright, we're going to upgrade our clan pit up to a clan barracks. That way we can get clan rats that have shields, whether they have spears or just swords. Favorite clan rats are those that have clawed their way through the vicious hierarchy, having place in a barracks and access to better arms. We want to get that to tier 3 if we can. Okay, we'll wait for 1 turn. If I can get my rat ogres through the front gate, we're going to do a lot more damage. I'm going to try to ignore that Skaven clan to the northeast and leave them alone for right now. Mission issued. Sign a non-aggression pact with the following faction. Lotland, careful Queek. There are plots at Skaven Blight. The Lords of Decay play their game, and you are at peace. I will guide you. Yes, yes. There are factions that want you at war with the lizard things to confound them by making treaty pact of no fight. Then we strike later when their eyes swivel elsewhere. I'm slowly beginning to get used to the frantic, I guess, speaking nature of the Skaven. At least a little bit. Let's go look over here real quick. Okay, by default, they don't want it, but what I can do, I could issue a payment and give them, like, let's say 600 gold. If I give them 600 gold, they still won't do it. Okay. I could give them a very small gift right now. They'll begin to like me a little bit more over time. They are dictated by cold-blooded logic. The immutable alien logic of the lizard men means that they will only consider strong emotive states when engaging in diplomacy. And evidently, they're much stronger than we are. Which means we need to recruit a lot if we want to get ahead. So here we go. That'll be 4 at a time, which is not bad. Okay, now we can go into battle. Again, we can use our clan rats if we just want to bother them. I can't use it on the walls, but I can use it on the ground behind their lines. So now we have a siege battle to fight at the Fortress of Dawn, fighting Armandus. It should be a pretty good fight. I do like how the new settlements look. The Battle of Tor Serpendar. Yeah, you can pause it if you want to. I don't usually pause it. I try to learn how to play things live. Okay, here we are. My Night Runners can move in a vanguard stance, which means that they can move beyond the yellow line here. A little bit closer to the walls if I want them to. I could have them quickly run up to a wall. If they were hidden away, then sure, but they're not hidden. Yeah, if I hide them over in the woods, maybe I'll have them do that later. Here we go. Yeah, all of you will move over there. Very good. Okay. Storm Vermin. Could have you move in the very middle. Or I could let my clan rats do it on their own. That might be a better idea. Let them take the hits. Okay, we're going to hit their walls at several points right now. That is what we're going to do. I'll save a few, but I can't force them all in at the same time. That would be a little bit too messy, so I don't want to do that. Okay, Skaven slaves. Actually, I could leave you guys on the front lines and have you charge in first. That's very true. So let's move you there. I'm going to move back group 1 just a little bit. Warfire Thrower, I don't actually need you here. Let's move you all the way back. I don't want you taking too much damage. I can't afford to lose you. I need you for now. Okay, I think we're largely good now. I think we have it all under control. Here's Queek. Queek's going to be right here. Okay, Skaven slaves, you're going to move up immediately. We're going to have our little ram move up now. Okay, outside of you, the rest of you can also move up onto the walls. If we all move up onto the walls, maybe we'll break them apart. They have a lot of archers. Look at that. What a beautiful location. They're going to get a lot of kills from where they're at. These are very large walls, very thick too. Here's a few spearmen facing back. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm not attacking you from inside, not yet. But here's Tor Serpendar. Wherever you have an elf, you apparently have rainbows. Skaven slaves are falling apart, as they should be. They're really just meant to be fodder. Okay, over here, we'll come over here and climb up as well with my Night Runners. If you want to climb up and go fight, you can do that too, Skaven slaves. You got it. Here comes that ram. Yeah, I'll be hitting them everywhere. And I'll lose a lot doing it. Trust me, I will. We're going to lose a lot trying to break through. What I could do, though, I could try to get my rats in and then have them run up immediately onto the wall. So here they are. We'll go up onto the wall right now and hit them right from behind. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. So we're gonna climb up. And here they go. It'll keep the archers busy from behind as I try to get onto the walls at various locations. Alright, clan rats, if you're not up there, get up there. You can do it, I believe in you. Come over here. You're moving up too. It's just all about hitting various locations at once. I usually like to only focus on one part, but I think we got it. Oh, they're breaking. Uh-oh. One of you have to go grab it. Let's have you go grab it then. They'll be back. Trust me, Skaven will be breaking a lot. I mean, that's just kind of part of their thing. They break a lot. Okay, let's come over here now. Kind of mix them up. We might as well use our minutes below. They're here to make my life hard, I know. Alright, getting to the ram might be a little bit too much for us. Queek Headtaker's also attacking the gate, so he'll be able to break it down eventually. It'll take more time like that, but you can do it eventually. Ladders take a very long time for your units to get up upon, so you want them to actually get onto the walls quickly. It's not a great way for you to have them do that. Move right here. They should be safe at least. Don't want to break down the gate. Yeah, the ram might be a little bit much. In the future, I'll use a better equipped Skaven group to go after them. So we're getting a lot of clan rats onto the walls now. You look at all my clan rats here currently inside, fighting. I can use even more if I want. That's a lot of archers all in one location. That's okay though. We'll take some lumps, but eventually we'll be okay and get them. Let's go over here. And over here. Yeah, look at all my rats climbing up. That's just way too many rats for them to deal with. They can't handle it. And here they fall apart. So many archers defending. Let's go get those archers too. The gate is taking a lot of damage. Let's move up some more of these slaves and other units. They can always move in later if we need them to. They're only slaves. Okay, Night Runners, let's move you right over here. If they want to fight you, they can, but you can at least beat them up. Here we go. Are they going to pop up immediately? I think they will. Yeah, they're probably going to come up and fight us on the wall. That's okay. So what I can do, I can mix it up a little bit. Have some more clan rats come in. As I'm off to do, I could probably even use that to have them capture gates. I should try that in the future, see if I can get them to capture a gate. That would be really cool. Okay, now my storm vermin are moving in, as are my rad ogres. They're moving in too with Queek. Actually, let's get all of our tougher units together. We have a lot of cheap units right now, but let's get all the tough ones together. That's gonna be very scary, now seeing that Queek has broken through. So you're fighting on the walls, you're fighting for your life, you're trying your best to help your people survive another day, and then out of nowhere, you see that Queek has made it inside. And suddenly, you might feel a loss of hope, which is understandable. So Queek and my rat ogres will now head over here to go after these spearmen. Alright, Night Runners, go after these spearmen. You got them. Let Queek go after that other group of... Oh yeah, look at that. We're everywhere on the walls. We're just one massive army. And immediately, our warp stone infused rats are just charging right into battle, bashing some heads in, keeping these spearmen on their toes. Well, on the ground probably. Quickest 9 kills. Let's kill them quickly. Let's come over here. We need to finish off their archers. I want to finish them off. I have storm vermin on the walls too, so they're not going to be here for much longer. But look at them. They're overrun. Imagine fighting that. Imagine that your job was to defend against the swarms of Skaven. What would you do in that scenario? How would you even fight that? They're large, they are powerful, and they have a lot of numbers. It's kind of the weird part about Clan Moors is that they actually have a very loyal following. Even Skaven slaves who join them love their lord, Nodwell, which isn't really the norm. And there it is now. They've broken. They've all broken. I've thrown bodies at them. If you want a faction where it's sure, like just completely and surely about attrition, Skaven are definitely your faction to play. I like how it got really dark. Look at that. We won and everything is smoking now. Oh man. Well, there it goes. Let's end the fight. Decisive victory. Yeah, Clan Pestilence, well, they're dedicated to the Skaven god, the Great Horned Rat, and they see their disease as blessings, and you even have in the Skaven world, which you saw mentioned, a Skaven type of mage called a Greyseer, and they boast a massive amount of authority, and they can even tell a warlord what to do. You don't really want to mess with them at all. Okay. I don't want to use all of my food like that, not on a new location. Lords over Asur. Such high-minded ways and pure ideals count for nothing when you're worm food. Oh man, that's mean. We did beat them multiple times, so now we get +5 leadership whenever we fight the High Elves, and that's only for our army led by Queek Headtaker. We also get a Blade of Corruption. His sword has been left for 13 days in a dreaded cauldron of 1,000 poxes. Now a foul green fluid drips from its edge. Okay. I want to get that ability, so we're going to go over here. I wouldn't mind having more leadership, but no, we would just want more of our melee attack for right now. I could use that for magical damage. I want to keep that for now. Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to leave over here these Skaven alone for the time being. We will eventually go after them, but we need to get rid of these High Elven armies. If we beat them, then well, we'll get ahead. If we don't beat them, we're going to be annoyed. Okay, can I build anything right now? I can down here. I need to work on corruption for one thing. Replenishment would go up. I like that. Untainted, more income. So we're going to build right now for this location, Rattling Warrens. The Warrens are full to teeming with rattlings and immature vermin yet to prove themselves. Survival in this environment is brutal, harsh, and often fatal. Okay. We're good. Let's end our turn. We're getting more food. We have a rebellion now, so we'll have to recruit for that situation. That's going to be pretty bad for us. But if you prove yourself in battle, you'll have earned yourself a fun name. Quest issued. Warp Shard Armor. Okay. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack one different settlement. Queek Headtaker is the right claw of Warlord Nodwell, the chief enforcer of the utterly powerful clan Moors. While Queek of late has spent much of his time in the city of Pillars, his duties as Nodwell's primary intimidator have seen him scamper and skitterleap across continents. You'd think a rat so busy and dedicated to Clan Moor's ascendancy would have no time for some lesser rival's petty insults, but this is Queek. Word has reached the Headtaker that a warlord from a rival clan is boasting that his armor is better. Most would ignore such a slight or mark it in their memories for vengeance at a more opportune time, but Queek abandons his current objective and puts all of his energy into seeking out the liar. That'll be our new job then. And we have a new mission. At the start of your turn, have at least 350 warpstone. I need more warpstone. That what I summon demands a high tribute. Now other things see the vortex is weak and seek to snatch it from us. Quickly, fools, collect more warpstone. We'll have to do that. And a new mission, destroy the following faction, Fortress of Dawn. At last, now I see what Warlord Nodwell sees in you. Delftings die. Now utterly purge them from this realm. And we have our rebellion that we'll have to go fight. They're raiding. I'm gonna need a few more units to go fight them. Let's go look at what we have right now. A few shields wouldn't hurt. That's a meat shield, anti-large. I don't know how many large creatures they have, so we'll take some more before we just jump in. Night Runners would actually be great to have for flanking. They're not cheap, but we'll take them for now. Okay. I could go over here and fight. I wouldn't mind having better units. I feel like I should ignore them and go after maybe the Skaven to the northeast over here. But for now, let's go focus on our enemies as they are. Hold on, how powerful are they? Let's go look at that real quick. Let's go look at how strong they are. Okay, Clan Mordkin. You're much weaker than I am. Clan Molder is right by me. They're even weaker, and I have no treaty with them at all, so I could go after Clan Molder. Okay, that's a good idea. What do you have? Clan Rat Spears? Right. Yeah, his army's a little bit more expensive. The one led by Queek is very cheap, so I won't be able to keep up 2 massive stacks. Not yet. I'm going to need a lot more units for that. I'll have to get a lot more Skaven slaves to really help that out. Is Mordkin going to take it over? They might. Now that location I want, they better go away from that situation. At least now we have a few inputs letting us know what's going on over there. Mission issued. Build a nest layer. The brood mothers' bellies are full. Now pups are being born and the burrows swell, master. We must make room before they eat each other. Upgrade the layers. Strict. Okay, Thread now has that. We get more public order and a settlement. Regimes cannot be maintained without strict discipline. Alright, I just want to make sure. They are very weak. They did push them back, it looks like, but they are very weak now. Way too weak, so I'm going after them immediately. We'll go kill them. And I can just take it. Not a problem. I have food, but... There we are. So we've completed our quest again. We now have more gold and more warpstone. Quest issued. Okay, Headtaker scours the land in search of the one who dares slight him. It is a wasteful campaign, but none in his circle of advisors dares to question the undertaking, lest they face Queek's wrath. Instead, in the aftermath of his search, Queek is confronted by several enemy forces. The warlord is excited by the prospect of topping up his trophy rack. In his lesser battle, he almost forgets why he started this campaign in the first place. That faction is gone. We now have a new right that we've unlocked. The 13th scheme. The Lords of Decay have spoken. We invoked their scheme, the 13th plot. All Skavendom must unite against things. Cool. Look at what we have over here. So over here on the left, we have the scheme of doom. Yes, a scheme of great doom. Send an agent of Scryer to cause great calamity on the things. So then we get a warlock engineer. He's capable of causing a catastrophic earthquake in a foreign settlement. That's pretty cool. Okay, the pestilence scheme. Good. Further agenda of Archplague Lord Nurglich. Summon his agent minion and let the choicest of plagues ravage the world. We could get that later, but for now, we have our scheme. Plus 13 to diplomatic relations. That is our unholy number, 13. On turn start, lords have a chance to gain loyalty. Enemy hero action success chance, minus 13%. Ours have a higher chance, and we even get Moore's Clanstone. Look at that. Plus 40% to armor piercing damage. That is quite a bit. I'm going to save that for now. Okay. You're now level 7. Let's give you Verminous Valor. Done. At level 8, we can decrease missile... Oh, hello. Yeah, we could actually do that. We could decrease missile attacks against us by 10%. Trixie is also at rank 8. I'll think about it for later. Let's go look over here again where we have a fairly large army. 10 units total. I have 9, so I'm a bit outnumbered. That is okay. Your loyalty is decent. Should have given you your new weapon. I can't give you your new armor yet. Let's go fight that battle. Okay, I'll use a bit more food. I don't know how well he's going to be able to handle this fight. We are fighting a wizard. They do have magic. I do not have magic, and they do have night runners. I have 2 night runners. Fighting in the region of Uatek. If we lose the battle, oh well. I'll come back and beat them myself. It'll take a few more turns, but let's try it out, even though we don't have, more units than what they have. Start battle. Okay. Night runners, I'm gonna bring you over here. You're gonna run in later. And over here to flank them. Clan rats, you're gonna be actually on the flanks a bit. My shields are gonna be in the middle. Our warlord's gonna be in the middle too. And now we're good. You two will be in your own groups right now. Let's go look at what they have. Okay, Vanguard deployment, dodge. They can hide. Right, okay. Half a minute until we can bring in more clan rats. So we're going to just let them charge in immediately. Night runners are going to move in right now. Yeah, they can Vanguard, but they can actually just hide as they move. Let's go get them. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you come over here, you come over here. We're gonna have you charge outwards. We want a few of you to be able to flank wherever we need that. Okay, Night Runners, let's get them. Now they're being forced to fight more of us. We want to be able to flank them. Let's try to get over here just a little bit. Oh, thank goodness that spell missed, or that could have been pretty bad for us. Let's move over here. Come on, Warlord, you got it. We want our Warlord in to go beat them up. Thank you, Night Runners. Okay, they're doing a lot of damage, and they have shields too, so that's not too bad. They're moving in shallow water, so they're not going to do well there. Come on, let's get over here. All of you. Night Runners, move over here. Oh, they're chasing you. I know that, but come on, you got it. Okay, we're about to use more clan rats. Here's another spell right on top of my Night Runners. You know what? Let's go after the spellcaster and try to get him. Looking right from behind, try to damage him more. Taking a lot of damage, so we don't want to break immediately. How many have you killed? Only 5. You need to kill more than that. There you go. Get into the fight. Alright, you come over here and go attack them again. Alright, we're going after that Grace here now. Let's come in from behind, fight some more clan rats. We'll get to Night Runners later. We just need to try to break them however, wherever we can. We're trying to get some shot going. We're going to have to use more clan rats, and quickly. We have one group that's beginning to break over here, so we need to reinforce that part. Yeah, my Warlord's going to get a lot of kills. I think he'll change it up for me. Especially if you take out that Grace here, which is what we're doing right now with my Night Runners. I knew that they would do a good job. Let's go over here and fight their own Night Runners now. They've gotten 18 kills. I want to kill them. Okay. Here we go. We have more clan rats moving in. 120. Get in there. Yeah, these are great to have. And help me reinforce wherever I need them. I would rather get my Warlord to go beat their leader outright, but I can't really get over there quickly enough. Okay, we're beating their Night Runners. Very good. It looks like on the right flank, we are in fact winning, which is good news. After that, we can get straight to another battle. I like this map a lot. Kind of relaxing to look at. We're about to use more clan rats. That's why I wanted to bring them all in. I mean, we have that ability. We might as well use it a lot. Oh, to let you know, they are in fact throwing little shurikens. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's go over here and charge in. Come on, let's go. Get them. You can get more of them. Our Warlord has killed 29. Yeah, he's going to be in there just chopping them down. He's way too strong for these weak little Skaven. Yeah, they are indeed a low threat. They're now shaken. Oh, we're gonna chase them down and eat them all after this battle's done with. More dirty spell casting. Okay, let's go get them too. We're out of missiles for that group, so we'll just have them charge in. Look at that, now they're all running. We just hit them too hard. We were able to flank them, we were able to surround them completely. And now they're falling apart. That was a really powerful fight. So now we know what we can do in battle, even though we don't have Queek Headtaker. I mean, having your type of legendary lord can really change up a fight. They're so much stronger than a normal lord. I just want to chase after a few of them if I can help it. Let's go over here and get them. Cut them down. We can probably chase down a few more. Just for fun. They're like, oh gosh. Okay, we'll fast forward just because it's only the ending of a battle. Hey, look at all the bodies. That was quick. And we got the enemy lord. Good work, Night Runners. They're very powerful. I like them a lot. Okay, let's end our fight. I just wanted to get the enemy lord. I didn't want him to have any chance to level up. We lost 269. They lost 829. We killed so many more of them. 41 kills by Thren. Who, again, if I keep him, I'm going to make sure that I give him a new name. I usually just like to replenish. I find that to be the easiest thing for me in case I have another enemy coming for me. Enemy killed in battle. We get a potion of healing for Thren. I'll give that to Queek later. Okay, you are now level 2. So I'm going to give you Route Marcher, plus 10% to campaign movement. That's incredibly powerful. Now we can auto-resolve and get rid of him completely. We'll take a bit of gold. Now we have a Sword of Strife for more melee attack, weapon straight. Follower gained, Clan Scryer Saboteur. Getting to the target is one thing, destroying it without killing yourself is quite another. So now we get more income whenever we sack a settlement. And he's level 3. I'm going to give him, for now, if I look at him, Inspiring Presence. He'll give more leadership to nearby units, and he will be in melee combat quite a bit, so that's probably a good call. We'll march back to Uatek. Okay, we're going to upgrade our lair into a nest lair. Usually owned by a dominant clan, the nest layers are much larger warrens linked by an impenetrable maze of tunnels. So we'll take that. It's a decent amount of money. And over here, we're going to repair our clan pit. I could change it up, but I think I'll keep it for now. I could go fight this other clan as we ignore the High Elves to the west. I mean, they are further out, whereas I could just go fight the Skaven right by me. We do have a treaty right now, but I doubt they want to join me. Let's go look at it real quick. Actually, they like me a lot, surprisingly.
Come, compare-tails. Longest one gets whopped on. Yes, yes.
Yeah, if I ignore them, they are spineless and they are a mindless power. Okay, so they have no desire to try to compete with me. Maybe they would join me later on. I could just let them provide a buffer for our enemies up there instead of trying to conquer them. That would save time. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to back up real quick. We'll go over to our rites and we're going to perform our rite right now. Rite performed. Okay, it's now complete. Supply lines are over here. Yeah, you can only have so many armies. You have to pay a lot more. I've got my second army and it's costing me a lot. So 13 turns total for our new benefits right now. That should help out. Let's go back to diplomacy.
I like you.
Okay, they want to trade. That's a good start. They don't want to do that. Here, I'll give you a little gift.
Yes, master.
Now they're really going to like me. It's going up to 79. Okay. We can leave them alone and move back. I'll have to watch out for another rebellion. That's going to happen pretty soon, it looks like. I have the entire province, so we need a little bit of happiness here. We need these guys to be happier. We'll use efficient planning. It's not a lot, but we'll take it for right now. Uatek is currently happy, so it looks like we're gonna have to fight our rebellions if we're gonna make these guys happy and leave us alone. So we will in fact go after the High Elves, and later we'll go after the Lizard Man. I could use my non-aggression pact, and I will try that later, unless they try to fight me. I don't know if they will or not. We don't want to be outnumbered by Lizard Man. They're very powerful. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're not going to fight me. If I change my mind and I want to conquer them later, I can. We completed our mission. We gained 2,000 more treasury, or gold, for our treasury, and we gained 13 warpstone, our lucky number. Great. We get a new mission. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. Warpstone deposit. Such magnificence. All shall tremble before Queek. Act quickly, my master. Locate the warpstone deposit and start mining it. Yes, yes. And he gained a trait. Strict. So now we get more public order. Okay. We are, in fact, going to call it here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope that you have been enjoying my series. There will be one part up at the same time every day. So I do hope that you check it out every single day. If you want to watch more of my Let's Play, do check out my playlist link down below. Make sure that you comment and leave a like, and look at all the following links too if you would like to engage with our community. And as always, until then.